Sharon, what's up?
Hi, Mark. I just wanted to call in and let you know, year ago, October 2010, my plumbing company did some work for Ms. Pelosi and her husband in D.C. and took care of her problem and billed her accordingly for the job that was done, and she chose to ignore payment of that bill, and we kept sending her invoice pretty much on a routine basis, but never heard back from her. Sent her a nice little letter saying, please, this invoice is past due. She chose not to pay it. Just found that ironic. She said she's for the common person.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to have to ask you a few questions. Not embarrassing, just some basic questions the audience has no doubt on its mind as well. We'll be right back.
And the Republicans don't like him. But America does. You can call Mark Levin at 877-381-3811.
Back to Sharon. It's not her real name. Now, Sharon, you own a small plumbing business. Is that correct?
Actually, I work for a plumbing business.
All right. Let me just summarize what you said. You work for a plumbing business. And they worked on the Pelosi household in Washington, you said?
Yes.
And they haven't paid the bill?
No.
How long has this been going on for?
It's been over a year now. It was October 2010. And
is there a dispute?
Well, we just send the invoice to her address there, and our company policy would be to send, maybe 2 to 3 invoices if we don't hear back from them.
But I mean, is there a dispute in the sense that the Pelosi's didn't like what was done or something?
Oh, no, nothing at all. The problem was solved, and the thing that bothers me is that we provided materials for the job, the labor was performed, so my employer pays the plumber and had to expend for those materials, and it just seems very unfair that everything was done in a good faith policy there, and nothing was reimbursed.
And she's so powerful that take her to small claims court or something would draw probably a lot of negative attention to the small business. Yeah,
exactly. And I know he's a small business owner, and he understands this is going to be the case on certain occasions. It just seems so unbelievable that somebody in that position who can afford to pay her bill for a service that was rendered chose not to.
Now, some people may be listening and say, this is a hoax. This never happened.
Oh, absolutely not.
So give me the date on which these services were performed, or the dates. Do you recall? Do you at least recall the month?
It was October of 2010, and Mr. Pelosi called the office. I happened to be the one who answered the call.
All right, don't give too many specifics, but go ahead.
Okay, it was interesting. We chuckled after I hung up because he was dropping his name and his, wife's name, interjecting it into the conversation. And so to make clear that I understood who this was that we were going to be doing service for. So we showed up, took care of the problem, everything was solved, and just a routine service call.
Well, did they have like a backed up toilet?
No, it was a minor thing. I mean, it wasn't a major problem. It had to do with the bathtub in the bathroom. It was not working properly. It wasn't draining properly, and she wanted to be able to use that as a form of relaxation at night. He informed me of that in the call, and so we took care of it for her. It was nothing overly serious or complicated.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell me the amount, but the bill wasn't that big, I take it.
No, not at all.
And they're just blowing you off.
Absolutely blowing us off.
Mm-hmm.